How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to talk about 3 lessons that I learned from Stranger Things. Do you watch Stranger Things? If so, leave it in the comments below. So, I've been rocking with Stranger Things since the very beginning, okay? So, I really feel like I have watched them grow up. Now, I'm late to watching season 5, and that's primarily because I was being cheap and I haven't had my Netflix subscription for quite some time, but I decided to get it back just for a month, then it's getting canceled, okay? So I could catch up on Stranger Things. So I want to talk about 3 lessons I learned from Stranger Things. I have some notes here. So the first lesson that I learned was that I feel like we can all draw from is that we all have trauma and pain. We have different things that have happened throughout our lives that has brought tremendous pain. And we have a decision. We can't go back and change the past or things that happened to us, but we can change how we move forward. And so this is a spoiler if you have not watched it. One of the things that stood out to me in this season was Henry's story, aka Vecna. And you see them going through some painful memories that he endured. And there's this moment where you think like, oh, he may change. Things may turn around. And he's faced with this painful memory. And then Will begins to speak to him and tell him it's not your fault. Like, you don't have to keep moving in this direction. Like, you were just a child. That happened to you, but you can change how you move forward. And he said he wanted to move forward in the same direction. And so it made me think of many of us. We have pain and trauma from our past. And we have a decision whether we're going to begin to rewrite the narrative, rewrite our stories, and move in a different direction. If you're a person of faith, allow God to transform you so that you can change and move in a new direction. Or you can really stay the same. You can really choose to stay on that painful path because it's comfortable. Because honestly, sometimes it's painful to begin to walk in a new way. And so that's the first lesson that I learned from Stranger Things. I was like, dang, Henry, you really had a choice. You really could have done something different. And you decided, no, I'm cool with this. And I want you to think about your own life. Are there things you need to let go of? Or are you like Henry, like, no, I'm kind of cool with this. I want to keep moving forward in this same direction. The second lesson, sorry, my Post-it fell. The second lesson was, this was good. Sometimes it's hard to see beyond the opposition and the darkness in front of us. So one of the main things about Stranger Things is there's basically this group of teenagers now. When they started, they were just kids. And they had to face a lot of opposition, near-death experiences, seeing people they love die. It's been really hard. And there's this scene where it's between Elle and Hopper. And he's telling her, Elle, I know that you had such a painful childhood. I know that you were taken advantage of. I know that you were used. I know that you were hurt. But I want you to see beyond this current reality and begin to dream that things could be different. And I thought about how in our own lives, that could be challenging when all we're seeing is discouragement. All we're seeing is pain. All we're seeing is the opposition. It's hard to see beyond that. But again, like I said in my last video, my channel really is all about hope. And hope is about seeing beyond what you currently see and beginning to dream that things could be different, that things could change. So that was the second lesson. And the third and final lesson, which I thought was so powerful, was just a reminder that we are stronger together. We were never meant to fight alone. We were meant to be in community. We need people who are standing with us. We walk, just like I've already said, we walk through so much difficulty in life. Right now, there's sickness, there's disease, there's death. There's people that I love that are walking through such difficulty. And I'm so thankful that they don't have to walk it out alone. And guess what? You don't either. And you weren't meant to. The way they were able to defeat the enemy in Stranger Things was because they worked together. They divided and conquered. Like everybody had something to do. Everybody had a role. And it was only when all of them worked together that they were able to accomplish their goals. So this year in 2026, I want you to remember that no matter what painful experiences you've endured, it does not get to dictate your future. Like that painful experience, that trauma is not your whole story. It's part of your story. I want you to remember that no matter what opposition you face, you can get through it. Don't give up. The Bible says that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And I want you to hold on till morning comes, okay? And last but not least, I want you to get in community. Maybe that means you join a local church. If you're in the RDU area, I have a great church that I'm a part of and would love to tell you more. Maybe that means that you are being intentional about connecting with your friends in the new year. We need each other. When I look back over my life, think about my story, especially what I walked through with my health, it was only because of the community around me that I was able to get through it. Because there were moments when I was so down, I was so discouraged, I couldn't see. But guess what? I had people in my life who encouraged me, and they could see when I couldn't. And we all need that. So I want you to write in the comments below which one of these really struck you. And let me know also if you watch Stranger Things. If you haven't, it's definitely worth the watch, but I recommend watching it during the day. I do. I watch it during the day, okay? Because it ends up in my dreams. And when I go to sleep, when I lay my head on that pillow, I don't need to see Vecna or those Demogorgons, okay? None of it. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I will see you in my next video. Bye, Hopesters.
Weeping may endure for a night, joy comes in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night, joy comes, joy comes. Weeping may endure for a night, joy